Welcome back, everybody, to our next episode of Cut This, Polish That. My name is Brian.
I'm Dale, and we're going to have a little contest between the Fastback and hand polishing. Hey, Brian, tell me a little bit more about why this contest is so important.
So flat edge polishing has become a bottleneck in a lot of shops, and it's also a very popular edge to run on backsplash, vanities, countertops, and even islands.
Wow, and that's why this machine has been so accepted in the industry, because it does such a great job at increasing productivity and reducing labor. So tell me a little bit more about what is this actual contest? What are we doing?
So what we're going to do today is we're going to put the Fastback 2 up against a very experienced hand polisher, and we're going to see how much splash he can polish compared to what we can do on the Fastback 2 in just 20 minutes.
That sounds great. So you're going to run 20 minutes here, and then I'm going to go out and see what the hand polisher can do in 20 minutes. And then we'll make a comparison on quality and we'll do footage. So that sounds great. I can't wait to get started. All right, good luck.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Connor. Good to see you again. All right. Hey, appreciate you helping us with this challenge. So we have a Fastback that's going to be polishing backsplash, and I see here you do it by hand.
Yep, so yeah, currently right now we're doing all of our backsplash by hand, just a set of pads and a polisher and a guy. So.
So when you're doing this, does it ever create a backlog for you guys?
Yeah, so definitely on some of the bigger jobs, every room, every vanity is gonna have backsplash with it, so that's just another thing we gotta add on to our tops, and it just slows us down. So.
Well, let's meet your hand polisher.
Yeah, why don't you come on over and.
Hey, Gilbert.
Hi.
Good to see you.
See you.
And thanks for taking us up on this challenge. So we're going to have you polishing by hand as fast as you can in 20 minutes and see what you get done. Okay. And in that challenge then, we're wondering, of all the jobs that you can do in the shop, is polishing backsplash one of your favorite?
No, it's not one. It's not.
Not a favorite part. Okay, understood. So we'll have you get started on this, and then how do you think you'll compare to that machine?
From what I hear, the machine does a very good job in short time, but I'm always up for the challenge, and we'll see how it goes.
Very good. All right.
All right, we're back out at the Fastback. I got a whole pallet of backsplash over here. We're ready to run through the machine. I'm going to show you some of the settings, so just come with me. From the main screen on the Fastback, we're just going to hit the auto button. And here, you can have the ability to turn on and off any spindle that you want just with a tap of your finger. In our case, we're going to run spindles 1 through 7, and then also both of these chamfers I'm going to turn on also. We're going to run our feed rate at 65 inches a minute, and with that speed, we're going to get a very good polish on what we're going to do. So with that, we're ready to begin the challenge. So Gil, I wish you the best of luck because you're going to need it.
Okay, here we go. We're going to set the timer for 20 minutes. We'll see how he does.
Ready, set, go!
Brian is coming up to his workstation, so is Gilbert. They're getting ready to go. Brian has his first piece going into the machine, into the Fastback. And Gilbert's already on pad 1. Uh-oh, Brian's on piece 2. Gilbert is really working even in the conditions with all that water spraying around. Gilbert's going, changing his pads, but Brian has a lot more in the queue. We're watching Brian put a couple pieces on at a time. Well, here we are, we're watching the Fastback, and it's going to be running at about 65 inches per minute. The piece sizes can go up to 96 inches. Gilbert's really moving. He's finishing up this last piece. This will be piece number 2 for him. He's got longer pieces, but Brian is already getting on piece number 9, and Gilbert's on piece number 2. The big advantage here that the Fastback 2 has is that it has 9 spindles, and Gilbert has to change out the pad each time. Gilbert is one of the most formidable fabricators we could find. He's not a slouch, he is a hard-working beast on polishing backsplash. Brian doesn't have to be. He could be anybody off the street that we train on how to run the machine. We can see Brian didn't even look at the screen. He just put the parts in and they came out polished on the other end. Brian is continuously running that machine. Gilbert, we know, deserves a break because he was really pumping hard to get out those 6 pieces. Brian is putting, whoa, what happened here? Brian is putting a vanity through, and he's doing a tall piece. He's doing one of the short returns on a vanity. I'm gonna guess that vanity goes through all 3 sides. There it is. He's doing the vanity all 3 sides. perfect polish. Brian is dry, he's clean, he's not even wearing boots. Gilbert, on the other hand, has had water spraying all over his arms, all over his face. He has to wear a hat, otherwise the water will get in his eyes. He's wearing that apron, for sure he's got to wear boots. We're going to count out and see how each of these guys did. They both did a fantastic job, and we're excited to make the comparison.
You're all done. Thanks. 20 minutes is up already.
20 minutes, that was quick.
Yeah, it was very fast. You did a great job. How are you feeling? Yeah?
Oh, pretty tired. That was a challenge.
What music were you listening to?
Honestly, I like the movie Titanic, so it was Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On.
Oh, is that right? Thanks so much for what you're doing, and we know that a hand polisher is an important part of every job. Connor, he did a really good job. You got a great worker there. Let's measure up and see what he did.
Yeah, let's do it.
How many inches?
I got about 55 there. About 83. About 60. I go 65. About 80. I'd say 61 there.
61. So that's total about 33 feet. He really burned through that fast.
Very fast.
Think he can do that all day long?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. We're gonna go back and see what Brian did. Brian, how'd you do?
All right, so that was the 20-minute fastback challenge for me. As you can see, I ran a lot of material through the fastback, a lot of backsplash, even threw a vanity in just to switch it up a little bit. Before I show you the finished results, let's take a look at the screen. So this shows how many feet we ran through. Nearly 100 feet that we ran through the fastback in only 20 minutes. Let's check out the polish. So we mixed up a little bit. We had a little bit of granite in here. So I got some black granite that we put in here. We got some white quartz that we did. We got a couple different tan colored quartzes, all getting excellent polish, 65 inches a minute, no machine changes. We can just keep feeding the machine.
Connor, we did about 3 times as much, but Gil was very fast, very efficient, and very well trained.
Pretty eye-opening seeing, what a machine can do compared to, a very skilled worker.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the opportunity to use this space in your shop, and you're best fabricator, so very much appreciated. The point isn't to replace a guy like Gil, but the point is to make his job easier and allow him to be more productive and to be able to be more profitable for you guys. Hey, if you like what you saw today, join us for a free trip to Minnesota to see a demonstration on this machine and what it can do for your shop. Hope you come soon.
Thanks again, everybody, for joining us on our episode of Cut This, Polish That. Remember to send in your ideas of things that you want to see us do next, and we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed our video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for the latest, greatest Park Industries videos. Thank you. Have a great day.